people. Today we're doing our first set of St. Patrick's nails. I will tell you guys up front, I do not like this set at all, so I didn't have anything else to put up this week, so we're going to carry on and go with it. I'm doing a medium square tip, and we're using Makartt polish. Want to do this pale green. This is a pretty color green. I do like that part. This whole thing, I had a whole different plan in mind and nothing was working properly for me, so I had to switch gears about 6 times during this set. So, yeah. So that's a big part of the reason I'm not happy with it. Now, hopefully things will go better next week when I'm doing my own set of nails. And as you can see, I bumped that one with the tip of my glove. Took some polish off there. Okay, we're going to cure those and they're done, and we're back for the second coat. I think by the time I got done with this set, I was like on plan F. I had gone through so many different things and could not get anything to work the way I wanted it. And once we get these on here, we will cure again and move on. Yeah, I resorted to taking this off because I was having issues getting down along the side parts of these while they were on the rack for some reason. Usually I don't, but this one was giving me some issues. Okay, they're cured, and now I'm going to take buffer block, and I'm just going to buff the shine off of the top half of these nails because we are going to be using alcohol ink on there, and I think it stays put a little bit better if it doesn't have a real shiny, slick surface to run on. So we're just giving these a quick buffer at the top. You could also use matte top coat if you didn't want to buff, but I felt like that's just a waste of top coat for this plan here. Okay, now the alcohol ink, I know that says blooming gel on there, but it is not blooming gel, it's alcohol ink. I don't know why they're calling it that, but that is definitely not what it is. Now we're just going to take, this is a lighter green. I'm just going to dot this on sloppily on this top half, however, wherever we want. One thing that's cool about these alcohol inks is they go real quick, they dry real fast because their base is alcohol, obviously. And then I'm switching to this other one. This is a darker green, which is also alcohol ink and not blossom gel like it says on the bottle. Okay, you know, this one had a wonky brush in it, which I'm going to show you in a minute. I don't know what happened to this brush between the last time I used this and now, but look at it. It's like the plastic is all crazy. I don't know what in the heck happened. But I'm going to use this for now on here. After a while, that part of the brush breaks off, and it is now down in the bottom of that jar, in the bottle of ink. So I had to resort to getting a different brush to finish these, but in any case, we've got that. Now we're going to go back with the lighter one, and I'm just going to fill in any places I may have missed, and I'm going to dab it onto where it's really dark in hopes that it will break that up a little bit. Because otherwise it's just a solid blob and it's not going to look like anything. Now so far this part was going mostly according to plan. It's when I get down into the other part where everything went crazy. Okay, now we'll finish the rest off camera, but we'll set those aside till they dry. I'm moving on. We're going to be using these some of these clover stickers and some of the lip stickers off of here. These stickers came in a set that had, I think, 8 or 10 sheets in it. I got on Amazon about, did I get them last year? I don't know if I got these last year or the year before. But anyway, starting with the thumb, I am going to pick. I wanted these kind of like lacy looking clovers, or clovers that were hollow or had some other stuff going on. I didn't want to use the regular, like more realistic looking ones. And then I am going to get my silicone tool out eventually. And I still haven't got that tip to stay on there, which is why I'm holding it kind of oddly. I'm just going to use that to smooth out that, make sure there's no bubbles or anything. Moving on. And we're going to go with a dark one. Okay, and now, well, I'm pretty sure we're good. Let's move on. And this is the middle finger, which is what I'm putting the lip stuff on. We're going to have the Kiss Me I'm Irish lips at the top. And I'm going to do some green lips on the bottom. Now you'll notice I'm leaving a gap in the middle because we're gonna be putting crystals across there, or I should say rhinestones. They're not really crystals. And then moving on to one of the other ones. Once I get this hand done, I will do the rest off camera. And I think we just have the pinky left. And this is me trying to decide what I'm going to put on there. And this is the nail not cooperating. And smooth them out. Okay. Now, there's where we are so far. Next, we are going to move on to, okay, hold on. Okay, we are moving on to, we're going to paint a stripe. We're going to use this mica powder. This is dark green. Now I've put some base coat on my palette. And eventually I'm going to open this up. And we're going to scoop a little bit of it out. Now, once again, I always seem to use a lot more of this stuff than I need, but I guess it's better to have too much than not enough. I'm going to scoop some of it out. That one I was way too much on that scoop. And now I've lost part of it. Alright, I think, are we good? Nope, we're going to get a little more. That's probably what I would have started with if I'd kept the big scoop. Alright, that's it for that. Once again, I got these off Amazon. There's 60 different colors of this in the set, and it was like 15 bucks, I think. So It's come in handy so far. I've used a few of these for mixing stuff up. But we're just going to mix all this in until that powder's all mixed in. You can see it has a little bit of a sheen to it, which I kind of like. And there we go. Good enough for the little bit of stuff I'm going to do with it. Okay. Now we're just going to be painting a line across the middle with this. Don't worry about where the alcohol ink part is. Just try to get them basically in the same place. Now I just eyeballed them. I did not like put them all, line them all up together and then give myself a baseline or something. I mean, it's not rocket science. It doesn't have to be absolutely perfect, but just try to get them all about at the same level on there. And as I said, don't worry about the alcohol inks that are below the line because we're going to clean that off in a bit here. And we're going to carry on. We're going to do this on all of them except the middle finger one. The ones that have the lips, we're not going to do it on those. I was having a little trouble getting my ends to be smooth, and now I got my line going too fat. And moving on. I left all this part in real time so you guys could see better what's happening. Although this doesn't require a whole lot of explanation, it's just the line. And the thumb, and then the rest of them I'll do off camera after this one. And the other side of that. What's happening up there? Okay, there we are. And I'm going to cure those. And as I said, I'm going to do the rest off camera. Okay, now we've got some alcohol and a little brush, and I'm just going to go along the bottom of that line, and we're going to clean off any of that alcohol ink part that is underneath there. It'll just come right off. You could use a wipe and do it too. A lint-free wipe with some alcohol. That might have been a little quicker, I guess, in hindsight. But it comes off fairly easily, which is why I had to redo some of these a bunch of times. Okay, now I'm going in with a generous top coat, and this is my tempered top coat. I had to redo some of the alcohol ink parts on these because the different things I was trying to do were not working, and when I had to wipe them off, then I ended up wiping the ink off, and then we had to start over with the ink part. It was a nightmare. I believe I went through 2 different shades of glitter that what I was trying to do wasn't looking good. I didn't like that. Oh, here that looked like it had a bubble at the bottom. I'm just trying to make sure it was laying flat. What else did I try? I forget now what I went through, a bunch of stuff. But I hate when I have an idea in mind and it doesn't go according to plan, and then I have to switch gears and generally, by the time I've gotten done with the thing, I'm disgusted with it and not happy. And now those have been cured. We're going to go in and do just a teeny tiny little of embellishment on these. Okay, we're going to start off, just do a little line on the, right there in the middle of the stripe. And then I have these long skinny rectangle rhinestones. We're just going to put one right in the center of this line. That one's got way too much glue again. Okay, and all the ones that have the stripe already, we're just going to put one of those right in the center of the line. I don't know why. There's no rhyme or reason. It's just I had them. I wanted to do something with them. I didn't want to do a whole big crystal thing at the top of all these nails or on some of them, so this is what I came up with. Now they're wanting to slide around a bit on me because of them being on the shiny surface and the fact that a couple of these have a little too much glue. Because I'm going to be curing them all at once, so... And the pinky. Okay, on this one, we're going to do a glue line straight across like where the stripe would be. All right, are we done? No. Okay, now I'm going to start off with one of those long ones right in the middle again. And then I've also got these little square guys. I'm going to use a couple of those. Just for the sake of something different. And then another long one on each side of that. We're kind of giving them a belt, sorta, kinda. And then I will fuss with this a little bit until I get it everything lined up where I want it. And then it is going to go back on the rack, and when I give them a final once over, I'm going to throw those into cure. Now you can see some of them have shifted around a little bit because there's too much glue, and they're also on top of a shiny surface, so it tends to make stuff want to slip around. But I will get them where I want them, and then we'll cure them. And there we go, all done. That's what we got. As I said, I'm not too happy with it. If you like them, you can give me a like. I'd really appreciate that. And if you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe. I upload new videos every Saturday. And that's all I have for now. Next week I'll be doing my own St. Patrick's set. So I see you then, hopefully. Bye-bye for now.